And finally for us, a playground that gives every child a chance to be a kid.
So I was part of the design process for this playground from the beginning, and it has a really special place in my heart because I have relationships with so many children who are not able to access, typical community playgrounds, find that there are so many spaces that aren't inclusive. So for me, that inclusion was really a driving force behind every decision that I helped make for the playground. And really what we wanted to create was a space where everyone belongs and where everyone feels like this space was built for them. Well, I think it's actually interesting because some people come to the playground and they say, oh, well, it doesn't really look any different. And I guess maybe that's a good thing, but I think that also tells us that people that don't experience that exclusion from community spaces maybe don't realize what it's like for someone who, can only access a certain part of a playground, or who, just feel like that space is too overwhelming. So we really looked at it from a standpoint of physical accessibility, and we made sure that, on our climbing structure, there is no destination on that structure that is not accessible by everyone. We did include things like some stairs and some, climbing bars to get to a certain point, but anywhere that you can get by stairs, you'd also be able to get by ramp. So, you go to some playgrounds and there's a ramp that leads to one part of the structure, and then there's stairs and you can't get to the rest of it. So, our playground is fully accessible, and if there's a spot on that playground, such as our monkey bars, that might not be accessible by everyone, we included a side-by-side component so that there's higher monkey bars, but then there's lower monkey bars that maybe someone who is in a wheelchair could reach up to maneuver through. And then beside the monkey bars, we have a line drawn so that there's that side-by-side play component, and someone using their walker could be beside their friend as they use the monkey bars.
There was a lot of incredible community support to build our inclusive and accessible playground. We had over 40 donors that donated. We had individuals, Rotary clubs, local businesses, organizations. City of Waterloo made a donation. So it took a community to come together to build our playground. And from start to finish, from the time that the committee came together, it was about 18 months. And we're just so grateful that our community believes, as we do, that this type of playground is needed, and it's really going to make such a difference for kids and families. It's a meeting place. It's a place where kids and families can meet other kids, and our kids are not on the sidelines. They're using all the equipment. They're on the wheelchair accessible swing. They are taking part, and there's so much joy to see the kids on our playground enjoying it, and families meeting other families. It's been a wonderful, wonderful initiative. I think interest is growing for more and more accessible spaces and inclusive spaces, and we're seeing that across the region, and we're proud to be part of that, and I think it will just continue to grow and build. We are building purposeful space to accommodate everybody, kids of all abilities, and it's just making such a big difference in building our community. I think this playground is just helping kids to be kids.
That's